Okay, so welcome to sitting Qigong or chair Qigong. So if you're not fortunate enough to be able to do standing Qigong, it's really a great idea to do it sitting. Now that might be because you're injured or you've been sick, but also it could be just in the middle of your working day. So if you spend a lot of time sitting when you're working, you can just take 5-10 minutes out every now and again and just do a couple of these or other sitting Qigong exercises that work from this position, just to get a little bit more qi, a little bit more blood, a little bit more oxygen going around the system. Okay, so if we're going to sit here, normally we stand and we dip in and we notice our posture. So let's do the same thing sitting. Maybe sit with your hands on your knees or your hands just together in the meditation position. It's up to you. And close your eyes for a second and notice your feet on the ground. Notice heels, the side of your feet, pads of your feet, and then your toes. Maybe the toes aren't getting full contact because you haven't got your full weight, but notice where your toes are. Notice your sitting bones. And have a sense again of your sacrum dropping down a little bit, just as you do in standing. And as that sitting bone drops down a little bit, the rest of your spine lifts up. So the last few vertebrae are going to go in a downward direction, the sacrum, and the rest of the vertebrae, you're going to be feeling a bit of song. Song is the concept of making space in the spine, song. Tucking your chin in and feeling your head lifted to the sky. And just notice how your shoulders feel. Soften them if they're a little bit too high, a little bit high. And if you need a cushion behind the small of your back, now's the time to put something in there. Now that you've tapped in and scanned a little bit through your body, just notice where you are on the emotional spectrum and also how busy or quiet or rested your mind is. And maybe just set an intention to be fully present as possible with your movements and your Qigong this evening. So Qigong is about relaxation, but it's also about clarity, and it's also about strengthening intention. And take a nice deep long breath into the belly and relax. So allowing your arms just hang down by your side. Let's start relaxing the body by doing some big bear stretches. So really slowly lifting your shoulders up towards your ear, rolling them forwards, dropping them down. As you drop them down, let your head drop down and the top of your thoracic spine hangs forwards. And then as you come up, shoulders come up, they roll backwards, and at the same time, you're getting a good extension of your spine. So it's quite nice to do this in sitting because you get a much deeper feeling of that movement of the shoulders up over the ribs and then down forwards, opening the back of the spine. And as you're rolling up and back, notice how the front of your chest is opening. Notice how your hands face forwards as you come to the end of that. Breath in as you come up. And breath out. Breath in as you come up. And breath out as you come down. Pop your hands out to the side, and we're going to spread the feathers. So roll your thumbs under and in. Drop your shoulder blades. Get that lovely long spine, tailbone drop, chin tucked in, head lifted to the sky. And breathe in and drop your ear down towards your shoulder as you breathe out through the mouth. Maybe in that position, take another breath and just stay there for a little bit longer. Breathing out so you relax with the out breath. And come up. So you might feel a little bit of buzzing in your hands. That's a good thing. You're stretching the nerves and the fascia. Breathing in, taking air down, and at the same time, you're kind of releasing chi to run down those meridians. And we've got the thumb down and back up the arm on top. So we're stretching through the yang meridians of the arm. Another breath in that position. And breathe out. Drop a little bit further. Come up. We're pushing a little bit here to keep this position. So now turn so that your little fingers are facing upwards and then towards the back, arms out. And now we're going to be stretching the yin meridians. Yin meridians are going to be the lung, pericardium, and heart meridian. Lengthen your spine, tuck your chin in, breathe in, and breathe out. Feeling the stretch through your front of your neck. Another breath there. And breathe out. And coming up. Breathing in. And breathing out. And drop, 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 drop. Getting a little medication from my friend here. Breathe in. And breathe out and relax. Oh, so quite a strong position to hold for that length of time. Okay. Let's do spinal cord breathing. We can do that quite easily in this position. So bring your hands up, elbows back, opening in front of the chest, just stretching your pec minor and extending. So you're making a C shape of the spine. The chin keeps tucked in, but your tailbone and the back of your head are going into a C shape there. And as you breathe out, roll around, tuck the tailbone in and tuck your head in. And feel a lovely rounding through the back of your vertebra there. Slow it down so you feel a gradual opening of the vertebra. So you open your heart to the sky in this position. And breathing out, feeling that there's more space between your shoulder blades when you do this, rounding the back. Breathing in as you come up. And we're pumping the cerebrospinal fluid. So we're nourishing the brain. We're nourishing all the nerves, spinal cord. Out. And breathe in. So in sitting, we've got a nice stable base with pelvis fixed. So we can really move our spine with a lot more control in this position. And down you come. Last one. All right. Whew. Hands on your knees. So we've done a lot of backwards and forwards. Let us do opening the heart to the sky. So hands in the prayer position, just between your boobs over here, and out you go forwards, and then opening up to either side. Making space for your lungs, making space for your heart. Allow your arms to lengthen out on either side. Open the shoulders, opening your elbows, pulling your wrists back, open your fingers. Feel your lao gong as your lao gong kind of senses the space around you. And breathing out, come back into prayer position and allow your breastbone to sink back there as you open the back of the thorax a little bit there. Breathing in, let's breathe in and out through the nose. Breathing in and out through the nose strengthens your lungs. Breathing out. Drop your head around the back of your spine there. Breathing in. Feel how Your body enjoys to be opened in the front. We open our chest to the world, we're kind of braving it, okay? And curling down. This is much more of a protective position, right? And breathing in and open. Notice your heartbeat. Breathing out. Breathing down. Hands on your knees. All right, just stretch a little bit through your spine to either side. And we're going to do turtleneck. So turtleneck, we're going to be working through the central channels. So we're going to be working through the conception vessel in the front and the dew meridian at the back. So that's the yang side. This is your yang side. So turtleneck, we're going to poke your head out like a turtle. Lean forward. So you're putting weight through your knees and coming right forwards, and then you tuck your chin in and you roll up all the way from the sacrum, slowly, 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 until you get into an upright position. Then you can look up at the sky, not too far back, and forward. So going forwards is going to be an out breath through the nose. When you curl and come back, it's going to be an in breath as you straighten up. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, curling from your sacrum up, vertebra by vertebra by vertebra. Breathing in, opening. Back, rolling up. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing all the way up. Lift your spine, create some song in your spine, space in the spine. Now you're creating space in the back of the spine as you do this. And come up. So we can take that movement inwards. If we take that movement inwards, it's called turning the wheel. And we can circulate the energy inside your body as we do that. And maybe we'll do that for a couple of seconds. So you imagine that the energy is coming up your back, over your head, and then down the front, through the perineum, up the back, and down the front. So just to get a circle going, we just do a circle up the back and down the front. Breathe in as you come up, breathe out as you go down. And whatever visualization you want to do with that is absolutely fine. So breathing in, feel as if the chi is moving up the back of the spine, top of the head, coming down, nose, lip, chin, and then down center of the throat, all the way down to the perineum. Just a really slow circling there. Do a couple. In your own time. In and out through the nose. Good. So that's a very, very powerful exercise. So the conception vessel down the front is basically in charge of all the yin meridians in the body, and the dew meridian or the governor meridian at the back is in charge of all the yang meridians in the body. All right, let's do a little bit of hand work. So rubbing your hands together, just warming up there a little bit. Lean back if you need to rest a little bit in your setting position. You're absolutely fine to do that. And dry washing of the hands and the wrists, front of the wrists, back of the wrists. So we've got 6 meridians either starting or ending in the fingers of the hands. So this is very good to activate your meridians. And then let's shake your wrists a little bit. And then over, shake them down. And from there, let's knock 3 fingers up from the wrist on the gates of the arm. So in the front of the wrist, you'll be knocking on pericardium 6, which is the inner gate, or your emotional immunity, also for nausea. It's a very good point for nausea here, and any emotional distress. Change over, and knocking on the outside of the arm is for your physical immunity. You might have lots of coughs and colds and flus. And relax. Good. So we're going to take that warmth that we've actually got up in the hands now and lean forwards with the round and put your hands over your lower ribs and your kidneys. And just the warmth of the energy you've built up in your hands and Lao Gong, let it flow into the kidneys there, warming the kidneys up. You can even just sit in that position and hold your hands over your kidneys if you want to do that. It's a nice position as well. And then we'll do a kidney flow. We'll come down the bottom, come a little bit around the sides because you're sitting on your bladder meridian there. And then as you come into the legs, go behind the legs, all the way down, allowing your body to fold over, come around your toes, and then cup up the inside of your legs. You're on the kidney meridian now. Coming up kidney meridian, going right up to stretch up into the sky towards the stars. Get a bit of yang energy there to balance the yin energy of the kidneys, and down you come forwards, and then behind under your armpits, down onto the kidneys again. Rub your kidneys a little bit first, and then down you go, sides of the buttocks, and then under the back of the legs, and all the way down. Drop your head there, coming round your feet, up the kidney meridian, all the way up, up, and open up your shoulders, stretch up to the sky, creating again song, creating space in your spine. If you're doing a lot of sitting work, this is fantastic stuff for you to do. Coming down. And if you're bound into a chair for any period of time, this is a really good way of getting your movement back into the spine, getting the chi flowing through the spine, rubbing your kidneys. Kidneys are the energy of the body in terms of Chinese medicine. We know we've got our adrenal glands there, so any rubbing or tapping in that area is going to give you a little bit of adrenaline, cortisol if you're a little bit sleepy. Last time coming up, stretch, stretch, and relax, and down onto your belly there. Okay, so that was for the kidney. Let's think about the lungs, and let's do some flying. So popping your hands at the side, lifting through the shoulders, the elbows, and lastly the hands. And then the fingers come up, and then as you go down, dropping shoulders, elbows, and hands coming down last. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. So all flying exercises give us a sense of perspective in life, give us a sense of levity, so that we don't carry too many heavy things around with us. We look at things from a different viewpoint. Often we see solutions that we didn't see when we were bogged down in it. So have a sense that you're also letting go of any sort of naturally stuff in your head about whatever it is. It's not helping you at all. Just let it go and let new ideas come through. So breathing in, let your arms float up on the in-breath, and let them float down on the out-breath. shoulders, elbows, hands. Floating on the in-breath and floating on the out-breath. Bring your hands back to your knees there. Let's think about the liver. So that was for the lung. Let's think about the liver. And I thought today what we'd do is some punching. So punching, getting your elbows in at your sides, hands facing towards the sky. And as you punch, you're going to turn. Let's do one at a time. So you turn your hand and you clench and you're going to push forwards. And then you're going to turn your hand, open your hand and bring it back. Opposite hand, turn, punch. Now, why do we say this is for the liver? Well, one thing about punching, you got to know what you're punching. So you're going to really focus your eyes in front of you. So might even be a bit of a fierce stare in front of you. Find a point and stare it. You can stare at it with glowing eyes if you want to. And so the eye is a sense organ related to the liver. Okay? And punching is very good for strengthening your body. So if you've been weak, been a bit of bed rest, you've been sick, punching is quite nice to start getting that sort of warmer back. And the liver, we know, can get a bit damaged by anger and frustration, but we don't want to be sort of floppy things where things don't matter to us at all. So we want that nice balance of we take action when it's needed, if something's not right, but we don't overreact. So this is a nice exercise for that. So feeling that you've got, I'm going to say control. Control is the wrong thing, but you've got a balanced attitude that, things aren't always right in life. And you stand up for what you feel you really need to do, but you don't have to overkill. This can say out breath, always the out breath and you're punching. So through the mouth. Feel your body strong as you punch. Feel that power coming from your lower dantian, from the belly, coming out through the arms. Open, come back. Come back. And come back. Hands on your knees and just close your eyes for a second and notice how your body feels. And let's look at spleen in the stomach. So the spleen in the stomach, we do push mountain, hold sky. But before we do that, let's just pick some cherries. So getting lovely length through your spine, opening between the ribs and your ilium, the pelvis coming down. Opposite hand coming up, slowly, 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 opening through the shoulder, the elbow, feeling that stretch going all the way down, latissimus dorsi to your ilium there. And you can look at the cherries you're picking and bringing down. When we stretch slowly, we give the fascia time to lengthen. Fascia has got elastic fibers in it. Not as many as muscle, but it's got quite a bit, and it's slow to let go. You go. Down. One more up. Coming down, and we go straight into stomach flow, push mountain, hold sky. And now we're getting the fascia to move into opposite directions as we stretch through here. As you change over, little fingers come past each other in a spiral, push mountain, hold sky. Strengthening the spleen and the stomach. Spleen and stomach keep you grounded, active in the transportation of your food and the digestion of your food, like you digest ideas. When you digest ideas, you can be grounded and plant the seeds of something that comes to fruition. Like breathing in as you go, up and open, 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 breathe in. And breathe out as your hands come past each other. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in, open. And breathe out and come down and just little rub around your belly there. And let's just play with clouds a little bit as we think about the heart. So one hand opposite the lower dantian, one hand coming over the level of the heart. And so we turn, as we turn the body, the hands come with. And as we get to that corner, we change the top of the bottom hand and we turn the body and the hands come with. And over you go. So just in your own time, whatever feels good to you, that you're playing with clouds, you're rolling them around, and the coolness of the cloud can actually tame the fire in your heart if it's too fiery. And if the fire in your heart is hardly even glowing, then take this little bit of breeze that you're bringing in to blow that flame so that your heart is just that lovely orange glow of the campfire at night. So once your heart is warm, you have self-compassion. And self-compassion, you can have compassion for others. And the heart allows us to communicate with the world. The sense organ of the heart is the tongue, interestingly enough. So somebody who talks all the time actually exhausts their heart. It's an interesting thing to think about. And let's come into the heart. Sitting position, so not a standing position today. So holding the golden urn, elbows drop down and literally in front of your heart. And we've got the heart meridian coming up to the little finger, pericardium is protector coming to the middle finger, and they're facing up towards the heaven, towards the stars, towards the yang sky, towards the wisdom, intuition, and we're allowing for golden light just to pour down into the golden urn. So holding up the golden urn and allowing that light just to pour out, pour down, fill us up, going into our heart, warming that heart fire. Closing our eyes, just breath long, slow, and deep into the belly. Once you feel your hands warmed up, we can do the second heart sitting position, which is you make a triangle in front of your heart. And you just imagine that golden glow and compassion that you've brought in actually coming out through this diamond here into the world around you. Just send to anyone that you think needs a bit of compassion or love, just send them some golden light there. And bring your hands down. And let's pull down the heavens. So feel gravity from your fingertips down to the earth. Open up, feel nature around you, the birds, the animals, trees, and then coming up to the sky, which is a source of kind of higher wisdom, and crossing your wrists as you come down, just allowing those three energies, earth, nature, and the sky, to just filter through your body, helping to comb your biomagnetic field, just gathering what you need as you come up, and like a waterfall, allowing it just to pour over your body, nourishing you, replenishing you. Breathe in, breathe out as you open to nature. Breathe in as you come up to the sky. Wrist cross, breathe out as you comb through your own biofield there. And last one, feeling gravity. If you need grounding, you might want some more from there. If you need more from nature and to work with your emotional system, this is where you're going to find it. And for your mind and your spirit, up here. And just mix everything down together as you draw it into your body. Hands coming to rest just under your belly button, over the lower dantian. Close your eyes. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your tailbones. Soften into your sitting position. And allow your breathing to be long, slow, and deep. So we want to use our breath as our anchor. What you're going to do is you're going to scan your body. Is there anywhere in your body that needs a little bit of help? It could be your knee, your gut, it could be your back, it could be your mind, could be anywhere that's battling a little bit, that needs a little bit of help. And when you find that place, allow your mind to go to that place. So where the mind goes, the chi goes, is a very old Taoist saying. Where your mind goes, the chi goes, the energy goes. So if I'm coming down to, say, in my case, my back, I'm going to that place and I'm just noticing what's going on there. No judgment, just notice, is it achy? Is it burny? Does it feel weak? What is it? Just notice that and stay with that. Stay with that for a few minutes. And change as you're looking at it, as you're thinking of that area, the sensations can change. Now come back to your breathing. Just notice your breathing again. Maybe you notice it as it goes into the belly. Maybe you notice it as it comes in and out of the nose. And now just be with your breathing. Leave everything else alone. And now you allow your mind to go back to that part of your body that needs healing or needs strengthening. The mind goes, the chi goes. And just notice what's going on there. You may notice a color, you may notice a sensation. You may need to even shift a little bit, move a little bit. Stay with that part of your body that needs some nourishing, that needs healing. Your mind, notice it. Thoughts may come up around it, about it. And back to your breathing. Breathing, anchoring you back again into the belly, long, slow, and deep. There may be a second place in your body you want to send some chi to. If you want to, that's absolutely fine as we do this third round. Maybe you want to shift your focus as you send your mind into that area with its chi, or go back to the same place. You may notice it actually feels a bit different when you go back to it after on the third visit. And come back to your breath. And slowly open your eyes and move your fingers and toes, and maybe do a little bit of stretching. So that last bit of meditation we did is a very powerful medication to work with pain in your body. Having your breath as the anchor to come back to if the pain's too bad, or if lots of big emotions come back to the breathing, it's really, really a place of safety. Then going back to whatever the thought might be, or the painful part of your body, or the part that needs healing. It's very, very powerful. And the Healthy Minds Institute in, I'm just going to say America right now, has done a lot of work with working with meditation and pain. So I'm bringing some of that in. It's really, really powerful stuff. Okay, thank you for joining me with sitting Qigong this evening. And have a good, healthy, healing week.